Hey, here's the Customs and Global Trade update for week number 6, 2022. Before we get started, remember we're very social, so subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share this video, and follow us. This is the legislation we looked at from the EU, and of course there is UK guidance and legislation, HMRC website, DIT, DG Tax, DG Trade. We looked at it all. And the first piece of news concerns sanctions. Now, it is unlawful for businesses to supply certain goods to listed individuals listed in the sanctions list of Mali and Libya and many other countries. And if they change, well, you've got to know what the changes are. So there were changes to sanctions lists for Mali and Libya, and you've got to make sure that you are not engaging in business with the activity with the people listed on these sanctions lists. So if you want to know more, there is a direct link to the sanctions regulations on the expert blog on customsmanager.org. Hey, it's great news for seafood from the US. Yay! There's a thriving fishing community in parts of the US, and they wish to supply the EU with their seafood, and they've been wanting this for a long time. So after 10 years, we finally lifted the ban on US seafood, and this week, last week, the export health certificate that allows that to happen has been published. You can find that on the official journal, or we also have the direct link in the expert blog for you. There's news on the PEM Convention. So Moldova is the latest country to join the alternative PEM rules of origin. These are alternative rules of origin to the normal ones established under the PEM, and they make it easier for products to originate. And when it's easier to originate, well, then you pay less duty. So if you want to know more about the PEM Convention, then there's a detailed 1-hour webinar on the PEM Convention on our expert blog. There are multiple articles on how it works, including the matrix that you need in order to understand which rules apply, the standard ones or the alternative ones. And there is a link to legislation in the blog entry on the expert blog as well. To the UK, so the GVMS Border Guide 2nd edition has been published. This guide is designed to provide additional detail to supplement the guidance that is already on gov.uk, and it brings together key aspects of using the Goods Vehicle Movement Service to move goods between the UK and the EU. There you can download the guide and get the top tips on what is GVMS and how to use it on our expert book. And finally, there's the UK Independence Border Regimes. There's a new consultation, a call for evidence, and it seeks to view on how we can improve the UK's customs system as part of the government's vision for the UK border to be the most effective in the world by simplifying processes for trading and embracing innovation. So that means we might get some simplifications going. That would be great, but we need evidence. So you've got to get on that website and you've got to submit your experience with how does it work with the freight community, how does it work with the simplifications and the likes of it. And that can shape and make it easier for us to trade with Great Britain. Great. Speaking of UK, there are sanctions, and that is in relation to various countries now. We previously talked about various other sanctions, but now it is the UK's turn, and there is Belarus, Libya, Myanmar, Iran, Democratic Republic of Congo, and South Sudan. So there's lots of changes happening on the UK sanctions front, and you've got to stay alert with that, because if you're trading with any of these countries and the UK is part of your supply chain, then this might be relevant for you. And there is also sanctions on issues and organizations. So it's not only countries, there's counterterrorism, there's ISIL, there's Al-Qaeda organizations, and there's global anti-corruption sanctions changes as well. And the final piece of news concerns the new sanctions laws that are enforced in the UK. And this is particularly relevant for those companies trading with Russia and Afghanistan. So they need to make sure that they're complying with the new sanctions law that the UK has enforced. So pay close attention. And if you want to know more details, then please check out www.customsmanager.org and the sanctions blog in the expert blog series that we have published. Thank you very much for your attention. That was a very quick rundown on everything that's changed last week in the UK and the EU. If you like this video, give it a like. Obviously, subscribe to it so that you don't miss any of the actions. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time.